This is Nailed It, the Hurricane Edition. My name is Grenville Phillips, here to give you advice for building homes to withstand hurricanes and earthquakes. In this episode, we will be looking at foundations, specifically the bearing capacity of soils, excavations, termite treatment, and the footings. In Barbados, there are two types of soil that we generally deal with. We have our limestone rock, or if you're in the eastern part of Barbados, the east coast, you have clay. You need to excavate to find that good bearing material, because rock is a very good bearing material. You should found your house on the rock. Once you're on the rock, you wouldn't have what you call settlement, especially uneven settlement. If you have uneven settlement, one part of the house will settle more than the other, and that may result in cracks and in a tilting of the house. You don't want those. Once you've excavated, then you want to get Rent-to-Kill or one of those in to apply the termite treatment. When they've completed their termite treatment, you need to get from them a 5-year warranty certificate. So after the termite treatment, you put down your formwork. And you can get formwork from Williams Metals, form ply and untreated timber. So you put the forms up, you put your reinforcing bars, and you get those from BRC, and you put the reinforcing bar cage in between the forms. You want it raised up so that it is sort of near the middle of your poured concrete. And in the footings, you want to use spacers that are 3 inches tall, so that you keep the rebar 3 inches off of the ground, 3 inches off of the side of the formwork. See, the problem is, if air, moisture and salts get steel, it corrodes. And you want to therefore protect it by having a protective cover of concrete. And 3 inches of protective cover on concrete for foundations, for footings, is adequate. The homeowner may have approval for a single-story house, but what tends to happen is, as children come and the household is expanded, some homeowners then want to add another story. And therefore it's important that the foundations be designed for a 2-story house rather than for a 1-story house, so that the contractor can then, that may come later, build on those walls and build a 2-story house without going back to the foundations. Now, when the rock is shallow, or if you can't find rock at all, you may want to then build a floor and footing in one go. So you'll build the floor and thicken it around the edges or on the walls, and that will be your slab on ground foundation. You will compact marl fill. Install 8-inch compacted cylinder 6 in layers until you get to the bottom of your slab on ground foundation. This is important because fill must be compacted properly. If it doesn't get compacted during the construction process, then it'll be compacted later on over time, and that's where you get your settlement. And you may get tiles popping up, you get cracks in walls. The contractors normally fight against that, but the homeowner must insist that they do that. You want to make sure that your steel is lapped. You're going to be using 1/2-inch steel, 12mm diameter, high tensile steel, and you want them lapped 2 feet laps or 600mm laps. You want them lapped at the corners, really well tied together. You want spacer blocks, and those for the foundation should be 3 inches to give adequate protection, because no one is going back to foundations. So the sizes of the construction elements, they're all found in the Code of Practice, the Regional Code of Practice, CRCP 1023. That contains the sizes of the strip footings on the different soil type. So after the formwork has been installed, after the steel reinforcing bars have been installed, you need to pour concrete in the forms. Concrete is made up of cement sand and stone and mixed with water. A good strength, concrete strength for the foundations is 3000 psi at 28 days compressive strength. You want to make sure that it is workable, that the fellows can actually pull it with the equipment that they have. And therefore it's a good idea to do what's called a slump test, a frustrum comb test. Once the concrete is poured, you need to have a concrete vibrator on the site to vibrate or compact that concrete. You want to try and get those air bubbles out. Otherwise, the resultant concrete will get hard, but it will be porous. It will allow in air, moisture and salts, which will get to the steel, cause the steel to corrode. So in this episode, we looked at foundations. In the next episode, we will look at floors, columns, beams and walls.
BRC's latest upgrade, a new and efficient cut and bend machine, with the aim to revolutionize manufacturing by enhancing precision and efficiency. This advanced machine slashes production time and cost by bending steel off-site, allowing for pre-preparation and on-demand delivery. It cuts labor costs, minimizes wastage by using rebar coils instead of finished rebar, and ensures consistent quality with reduced human error. Focus more on building and less time on bending with BRC's cut and bend service.
From sturdy lumber, cement and blocks to lay the foundation, to sand, stone, to build strong and reliable structures. We offer fencing material, rebar, and a variety of doors to suit every need. Don't forget lattice, black pipe, and much more to finish your project with style and durability. For top quality materials at unbeatable prices, visit Williams Metals today, your trusted partner in building better.
You can visit our locations at Cane Garden or Lowlands. You can also call us at 425-2000 or 428-1500. You can also follow us on social media for our latest updates.